So let's have a seat in a position that's comfortable yet alert, relaxed yet alert. You can close your eyes. We'll start with our usual three deep breaths. So breathing into the nose, settle it up a little taller. And then as you breathe out, settle down, relax your body. Okay, next deep breath, breathing into the nose, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, control the out breath, feeling the air as it exits your lips. Okay, third deep breath into the nose, and then long exhale. Okay, let's relax our whole body. So your face, relaxing your eyelids even further if your eyes are closed. Continue to breathe a normal cadence. Down to your neck. Notice how your neck feels just holding up your head. Then from your neck, where it connects to your shoulders, noticing how your chest expands as you breathe in, and how it comes back in as you breathe out. And let's breathe in through our arms. So how your arms feel down through your forearms and wrists to your palms and fingers. Maybe wiggling your fingers, taking a moment here to notice how your hands feel. Okay, back to your chest, down your spine, to the base of your spine. And noticing your glutes against your mat. And then from your glutes through your quads and hamstrings. And then to your knees and shins. Okay, continue to breathe gently. And then from your shins to your calves, noticing how those feel against your feet if you're sitting cross-legged. And then from your feet through down to your yoga mat once again. And then for the next minute or so, just sit here noticing your whole body. Continue to breathe, connecting to your foundation. Last 30 seconds or so, don't focus on anything at all. Just sit here. Just be here. All right, I'm going to play the singing bowl. When you hear it, Gently open up your eyes. Let's readjust to the light as we open up our eyes. Let's start with a sitting spine twist. So turn your torso clockwise and look behind you. Turn your chin into your shoulder. Press your left palm into your right knee or right leg. Okay. And push that right hand or right fingertip to the ground so you can sit up a little bit taller. Continue to twist with each breath. See how far to the right you can look. And then we'll unwind as you breathe out. Let's twist to the left. Okay, press that left hand or right hand into the left knee. Ooh. Every time you breathe out, push a little bit further, twist a little bit further. And let's come back to center. And then we'll get a sitting side stretch. So turn your chin, look up, reach both arms and look up. And we'll start on the right. So right palm is planted, left arm goes over your body, overhead, reaching for the upper right hand corner of the room. Keeping that left sit bone planted, turn the eyes and look up. All right, one last little reach. Let that stretch go all the way down to your hip. And then gently lift the right hand up, dropping or planting the left palm on the mat. Right arm goes overhead. Yeah, turn your eyes, look up. One last reach with those right fingertips. And then we'll bring the left arm up to the top. Then return the hands to heart center. And let's stretch our necks while we're sitting. So let's sit on our right fingertips, dropping that right shoulder down. Okay. Left arm is over your head. Pull your head to the left. You should feel that stretch at the base of your neck on the right. And from this position, you can rotate your head forward and back at your own pace. And if there's any spot in the middle or in the front, it doesn't matter. You can continue to stretch that point. Otherwise, just continue to go back and forth. All right, release your head and switch hands. Now we're sitting on your left fingertips. Right arm reaches over your head and pulls your head to the right. And the hand that's on the mat should remind you to drop the shoulder down. And once you feel that stretch, rotate your head forward and back. Small movements, but big stretch. Oof. All right, let's release the head. Get off those left fingertips. Let's do our cobbler pose. So bring the soles of your feet together right in front of you. Pull those heels in toward your soft tissue. Knees drop down. And grab your feet and pull your torso forward. Feel those inner thighs. And let's connect to the breath with movement. Every time you exhale, pull yourself in towards your feet. And then round out your back, reach both palms in front of you on the floor and slide forward. Okay, just like the previous version. And then we exhale, reach a little bit further forward. And then we'll sit back up, bring the knees together, and we'll stand. Your usual wide stance for hamstrings. Okay, legs are straight, toes facing forward, arms reach up to the top. And then exhale as we swan dive down, looking back behind you. Legs are straight, hamstrings are starting to feel that stretch. Since we're starting with our hands on the floor, push your torso towards the back of the room behind you, accentuating the stretch as much as you can. I'm just gonna hang out here for a little bit. And then take your hands that are on the floor. You can push yourself side to side. Okay, just going back and forth. Noticing the stretch gets more intense as you favor one side. And if you're noticing that one side needs a little bit more love this week, you can even hold it at each side. Otherwise, you can go back and forth. Okay, no wrong answer. Just listen to your body, see what needs stretching. All right, let's plant that right palm on the floor. Okay, left arm reaches up, opening up the chest on the left. Turn your chin and look up. With that palm that's on the floor, press into the ground. And rotate. Try to open up the chest as much as you can. And let's breathe in deeply into the nose. And then as you exhale, drop that left arm back down. Swap palms, plant that left palm on the ground. And then right fingertips reach up. Let's open up the other side. All right. And then deep breath into the nose. And then exhale that right arm back down. Let's take this stretch a little bit deeper. Take both arms and clasp them behind your back. And if that's enough, to just let the weight of your body dangle. You can stay there. Otherwise, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Letting gravity do the work here. And then let's drop the arms back down. Let your upper body just dangle. We're going to straighten up on a 10 count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Bring your feet together. Ooh, relax those hamstrings. We're going to do shoulders. So left arm across the top of your chest. We'll give our legs a break as we stretch the top. Okay, give yourself one last pull on that left arm. And we'll swap arms. Right arm across the top and get your chin out of the way. And pulling that right arm, feeling the stretch go through your right shoulder. All right. And we'll relax that right arm. Let's get the left arm behind your head, pulling on the left elbow. Move your head out of the way as needed. Ooh. And then we'll release that left elbow. Let's get the right arm behind the head. Ooh. All right, let's release that right arm. Let's get a neck stretch. So we're gonna grab our left wrist, make a chicken wing on the right, dropping the head to the chicken wing side. Ooh. Let's roll your head forward as we look down at the mat. Okay, hope you feel that stretch more at the back of your neck. And then gently rotating the head back and look up at the ceiling. Ooh. And then rotating the head back to center, then back up top. Let's switch wrists. So now we're grabbing our right wrist as we drop our head over to the left. And let's rotate the head back and look up. Okay, and then rotating the head forward as we look down. Okay, back to center and then back up top. You can let go of that right wrist. Let's do a standing side stretch. So standing up nice and tall, look up the ceiling to start, arms reach up. And in this position, reach your fingertips like you're trying to touch your ceiling. And then we're gonna start on the left. So left arm goes to the left side. Kick out the right hip, just like a sitting version, but with a little balance. So right arm is straight. It's actively reaching for the upper left-hand corner of the room. And let that stretch go all the way down to your hip. All right. And then let's return the left arm up and drop your right arm down to your right as we kick out the left hip. Again, active reach, constantly finding those last little millimeters at the top, really focusing on how that stretch feels all the way down the left side of your body. And then we'll return that right arm up, hands come to heart center. Exhale gently, we'll keep the hands there. We'll find a medium stance with our feet and the legs, getting ready for Malasana. Okay. Deep breath in. And then as we exhale, come down towards the ground or towards your mat, however you want to think about it. And like every other move, every time you exhale, let's connect the breath with the movement. See if you can lower yourself down a little bit more, feeling those inner thighs or whatever muscles in the legs that you feel. Ooh. I want to do one more deep breath before we come up. So breathing into the nose. And then exhale, get even lower still. And let's put the hands on your legs to support yourself. Oh, whoa. All right. And let's stand with the long side of our mat. Let's do a split leg hamstring stretch. I'm going to start with my left leg in front, left toes facing forward. Heels are in line, arms come up. Let's keep the left leg straight. And then exhale as we swan dive forward. Okay. Supporting yourself with your hands on the ground or on your legs somewhere. And rotate your right hip toward your left ankle. Hopefully you feel that pinch in the left hamstring. Nice. All right, let's bend the left knee and come on up. And switch legs. So the right leg's in front. Once again, heels are in line. Arms come up. And then we're exhaling forward as we swan dive down. Now let's drive the left hip forward. Ooh, ooh. All right, let's bend that right knee and come on up. Oh, all right, cool. Let's find the front of our mat. We're gonna do 2 warm-up swan dives. Stand up nice and tall. Arms and eyes go up. And then we're gonna swan dive down, nice and easy on these first 2. Come on up to flat back, rest the hands on the shins. Exhale, rounding at the back, reaching for the ground, eyes up, reverse swan dive. Hands are at the top. Swan dive back down. Up to flat back. Let's exhale, round at your back, reach for the ground, and then eyes up, reverse swan dive. And then we'll begin. Swan dive down for the 3rd time. Okay, hopefully you're starting to feel a little more open. Up to flat back. Exhaling, rounding at your back. Let's plant both palms on the mat and step back into plank. And let's exhale down into our first upward dog of the day, excuse me. See if you can get your knees and legs off the mat. Push the floor away with the arms. We're balancing on the tops of our feet. And then as you exhale, drop the legs down. Let's do like an extended stretch here. So an easier version of down upward dog. So legs are on the mat. Continue to push the floor away. Feel the front of your body. Stretch. I'm really just feeling my belly stretch. It kind of feels good. All right, well, we're in this position. Let's turn our heads towards the right. Look behind us at your right heel. Okay, push a little bit harder with that left palm. Hopefully you feel this stretch a little bit in your hip. And then we'll rotate the head back to the front and then gently over to the left as we look at the left heel. And then push a little bit harder with your right palm. Feel that right hip. All right. And then return the eyes forward. And then return to a plank position. And then let's move into downward dog. Feel your shoulders crack. Okay. Fingertips are spread evenly. Push the floor away. Feel your calves. Ooh. Let's bend the left knee and drive the right heel down to the mat. We're going to focus on each calf individually. Okay, switch over to the left. Hopefully your shoulders are not as tired as mine. Okay, back to just the right. over to the left, back to the right. We'll do 3 times for each side. Okay, over to the left. And then straighten up both legs. Let's do a sun salutation. So walk your feet towards your hands. And then reverse swan dive. Hands are at the top. Swan dive down. Up to flat back. Let's exhale, round out your back. Plant both palms, stepping back to plank. Let's chaturanga down into an upward dog. Back to plank. Push up here if you like. Into downward dog. Let's do our crescent pose to prayer twist. So feet and legs together. Let's float the right leg up into the air and swing that right leg through and plant it in front. And then arms and torso come up. Left leg is straight. Left heel is reaching for the mat behind you, while the fingertips reach up towards the ceiling above you. Eyes face forward. And every time you exhale, find your foundation, really plug into it. Okay, bring your hands to heart center and rotate to the right for prayer twist. Left elbow is resting on the right knee. Hands are stacked and pressed together. Right elbow is facing the ceiling. And we'll stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Return the arms up top for crescent pose. And then from here, we're going to gently lower the left knee down to the mat, untuck that left foot, and rotate your hips forward. Feel your left hip flexor. I don't know how you couldn't. Okay, if you want, you can even take that left arm over your body to the right. If you want a little bonus side stretch, while we're stretching out our hip flexor. And we might spend a few extra seconds here. Everyone needs some hip flexor love. So we'll stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return that right arm up to the top. And arms come forward. Okay, back on that left foot. Lift that left knee. Plant both palms. Right leg comes back to plank. And let's chaturanga down into upward dog. Okay, back to plank. Push up here if you'd like. And into downward dog. You have to do the same thing for the other side. So feet and legs together. And lift the left leg up into the air. And swing the left leg through and plant it in front. And then bring the arms and torso up for a crescent pose. Right leg is straight. Right heel reaching for the floor. And bring your hands together at heart center as we transition into prayer twist on the left. So that right elbow is meeting the left knee. Pressing the hands together. All right. And then return to crescent pose. Arms reach up. And then gently lower the right knee down to the mat. Untuck that right foot. Let's stretch our right hip flexor. Remembering that we're going to spend some time here focusing on just that hip. If you can lean a little bit forward too, that's great. Listen to your body. Find the position that works best for you. And we'll stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the arms forward and down. Lift the right knee up. Okay. Left leg comes back to plank, and let's chaturanga down. Upward dog. Back to plank. Walk the feet towards the hands for a sun salutation. Reverse swan dive. Hands are at the top. Swan dive down. Okay, those hamstrings starting to feel pretty good. Up to flat back. Exhaling, rounding out your back, plant both palms, step back to plank, and let's chaturanga down to an upward dog. Back to plank, push up here. We're back in downward dog, back on the right. Let's do our warrior sequence. So feet and legs together. Right heel comes up in the air. Let's do one knee to nose just for fun. Knee to nose. Lift the right leg back up and swing the right leg through and plant it in front. As your arms come up, that left heel comes down for warrior one. Okay, right knee should be tracking over the right ankle. Okay, no flare at the elbows, eyes are straight, arms parallel. Let's gently rotate into warrior two, arms front and back, eyes and chin are forward, palms face the ground. Let's dip back into reverse warrior, left palm gently resting on your left leg. Right arm reaches overhead towards the back of the room. And let's come back into warrior two. Let's do a triangle pose. So with those right fingertips, reach as far forward as you can. And we can reach no further. Drop that right arm down, right palm, right fingertips down. Left fingertips reach up to the ceiling. Eyes and chin turn up towards the ceiling. Triangle pose. Let's do extended triangle pose. So take that left hand that's up in the air and reach it overhead towards the front. Hopefully you feel a little stretch in your side, your left side anyways. Extended triangle pose. Let's reach the left fingertips back up to the ceiling. Okay, let's pop back up into warrior two. Dipping back into reverse warrior. Back to warrior two. Swing that left arm forward and up for warrior one. And as your arms come down, your left heel comes up, plant both palms. Right leg back to plank, and let's chaturanga down. Do an upward dog. Back to plank, push up here. Into downward dog. It's our classic. It's our foundation. Continue to breathe here. Push the floor away. Let's get a little calf action. And then we'll switch over to the left. So feet and legs together. Float that left leg up into the air. Remember, we're going to do one knee to nose. So do the knee to nose. Okay, left leg back up into the air. And swing that left leg through and plant it in front. And find yourself in warrior one on the right. Left knee tracking over the left ankle. Arms front and back for warrior two. Settle with the breath. Let's dip back into reverse warrior. Okay, really reach for the back of the room with those left fingertips. Back to warrior two. We're going to do a triangle pose, so reach forward with the left hand. And then left hand or left fingertips come down to the ground. Right arm reaches up to the ceiling. Turn your chin and look up. Ooh. We're going to extended triangle pose. Right arm reaches for the front, right overhead. Feel a little bit of a bonus stretch in your right side. It's a lot going on. Right arm return to the top. And then let's pop back up into warrior two. Back into reverse warrior. Back to warrior two. Swing that right arm forward and up for warrior one. And then arms and torso come down, right heel comes up, plant both palms, left leg comes back. Let's chaturanga down, do upward dog. Okay, back to plank, push up here and into downward dog. Ooh, legs are straight and strong. Arms continue to push the floor away. Okay, look at the spacing between your hands. On three, we're gonna walk or jump our feet there for chair pose. So 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna walk my feet, bring them together, drop my bottom down, arms come up for chair pose, and make a straight line from your glutes all the way to your fingertips. Palms face one another, arms are straight, don't let the elbows flare out. Continue to breathe. And then 3, 2, 1, gently straighten up your body. Lift your heels off the mat. Balancing on the balls of your feet and working your calf muscles. Ooh. And then as you exhale, lower your heels down. Bring the hands namaste at our hearts, and let's do twisting chair pose to the right. It's very similar to prayer twist, but our legs and feet are together. And bend the knees as far as feels comfortable, lowering your bottom down. Ooh. We'll stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Straighten up your bodies. Reach for the ceiling. Find your balance on your toes. Okay, active stretch with your legs at the bottom. So constantly push your heels up. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, lower the heels down, hands come back to center. Let's go find ourselves in twisting chair pose to the left. Ooh. And then bend your knees, lower yourself down, see how low you can go. Ugh. All right, back to center. Last time up. Lift those heels up. Okay. Reach for the ceiling as high as you can. Ooh. And then exhale your heels down. Hands come back to center. Okay, we'll take a quick drink of water. We're going to stay standing for tree pose. All right, let's get 98% of our weight on our left leg. And then get your right foot in position wherever it feels good for you. See how tall you can stand. Add the arms as needed, wherever you need to find your balance. Let's stay there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, And one, let's exit gently, shake out the left ankle as needed. And then let's do to get 98% of our weight on our right foot and right leg. Let's get the left foot into position. Adding the arms. I'm going to repeat that 10 count. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg comes out. Let's shake out that right ankle. All right, now we normally start with table. I'm going to change it up just for fun. Let's do, oh, I'm going to roll up my mat. We're going to be on all fours. We're going to get our forearms. All right, so plant your palms on the floor, about shoulder distance apart, maybe a little wider. Fingertips are out to the sides. And then we're going to lean towards each side. It's a very small movement, but you should feel that stretch go through your forearm. And then over to the other side. Back to the right. You start with your right. Okay, arm should be relatively straight here. Okay, back to the left. Oof. Over to the right. And then to the left. We'll do 5 times for each forearm. Back over to the right. I think that's 4. Okay, to the left. Okay, last time on the right here. Feel that stretch go all the way up. Okay, and then to the left, round it out. Let's come back to center. Let's sit up for a second. Roll out your wrists. One direction. Go the other way. All right, that should be good. All right, we're gonna do one more for the forearms. So plant your palms once again. Okay, you might need to lean forward to start, but your fingertips or fingers are reaching towards you. And then gently lean back. Okay, arms are straight. Once again, this doesn't require too much movement. But that stretch to go through your forearms. All right. And to come out of that stretch, gently lean forward and then lift your hand off the ground. Once again, rolling out your wrists. If you rolled up your mat, we're going to do camel next. Okay, so there's many variations of camel. So you can start with your hands on your lower back. You can even just lean backwards. Okay. And if that's enough of a stretch for you, we're focusing on the front of the body. Okay, stage 2 is one hand at a time. Drop them down to your heels. If you can do both, great. You can even drop your head back. I know some people can go all the way down to the ground if your knees allow. But pick the variation that works for you. And then push your hips forward in any variation. And if you're with me and your hands on your heels, come out of it one hand at a time. Come back to your lower back. Ugh. All right. Since our mat's already rolled up, let's return to all fours for cat-cow. Okay, palms are shoulder distance apart, so are our knees, and then breathe in and bring your head and bottom up. Chest is reaching down to the mat. And then exhale, round out your back. Ooh. Inhale, head up. Exhale, head down. Inhale, head back up. Ooh. Exhale, head down. Inhale, head up. Exhale, head down, really push your palms into the floor, reach your spine up to the ceiling. Inhale, head up. Ugh. Exhale, head down. Ugh. Neutral spine. And since we're already in position for thread the needle, let's do a thread the needle. So keep that left palm planted. Thread your right arm through the hole you make with your arm. Drop your shoulder, right shoulder down, and then rotate your right arm and right fingertips up to the ceiling. Let's thread it back through for two. Okay, back up top. Oh, feel your spine twist. Turn your chin and eyes and look up. Okay, last time through for this side. Dropping the right shoulder down. Okay, back up top. Ugh. Return that right palm to the ground. And let's thread the left arm through. Okay. Left arm reaches up. Ooh. And then threading through for number two. And back up top. Okay, last time here. And last time up. All right. And then return that left arm down. Let's get off your mat. We rolled it up. Nice. Flatten it out as needed. And let's sit down. Let's do classic chair pose. Okay, so plant your feet in front, plant your palms behind, and then prop yourselves up so your knees are over your ankles, shoulders over your wrists, and push your hips up to the ceiling, dropping the head back if that's comfortable. And every time you breathe out, push your hips up to the ceiling even more. Love a good active stretch. All right. And then gently lower yourself back down on the mat. Let's lie down on our backs. Do a glute bridge. Oh, all right. Let's rotate onto our shoulders. Push your hips up. Okay. Just like table, I want an active stretch. So constantly push through the soles of your feet, pushing your hips up. Okay. Hamstrings and glutes. Hello. Okay, connecting the breath with the descent. Go one vertebra at a time. Back down. Okay, it's all about control here. And still going. And I've landed. Great. All right, now that we've done the strengthening part, let's do some stretching for our glutes. So keeping the left foot planted. Let's get the right ankle on the left knee. Grab our left shin or left hamstring. And then dropping the head back to the mat. Feel that right glute stretch out. Let's do 3 breaths for each side. So breathing into the nose and out to the mouth. And breathe in. And long exhale out. Last time for this side, breathe into the nose and out to the mouth. Okay, hopefully that right glute's a little more open. And drop or let go of that left leg. Plant the right foot. Let's get in position on the other side. Left ankle's on the left. Right knee, left ankle, right knee, grabbing the right shin. Oof. Okay, this side is a little bit tighter for me. Dropping my head back, and let's repeat those 3 breaths. Breathing into the nose and out to the mouth. Next one, breathing in and release. And last time here, breathe in through your nose and a long breath out. Okay, hopefully that left glute's really feeling it. Don't stretch. All right, let's release. We're gonna stand our backs for happy baby. So find both legs up in the air. Let's grab either our big toes or on the outside parts of our feet, pulling in our knees towards our underarms. The inner thigh stretch makes its return. And then rock side to side, massage your spine against your mat. Okay, hopefully loosening up any tension you have. Oof, your spine. Ugh. And then we can release the legs back down. A supine twist. So hugging in our right knee towards our chest momentarily. And let's pull our right knee over to the left. Okay, right arm extends out to the right. We're really twisting our spines now in a good way. I actually kind of feel that in my glute and slightly in my hip too, so that's a lot going on. But every time you breathe out, see if you can exhale long, relax, twist further. Ooh. Let's do 2 more breaths. So breathing in and exhale and twist. One more, breathing in, exhale. Let's bring that right leg back to center, hugging in our left knee. Doing that little stretch for just a moment before we pull our left knee over to the right. Left arm extends out to the left, twisting our bodies the opposite direction. Let's do 2 breaths. So breathing into the nose and out to the mouth. Okay, my left knuckles are almost touching the ground. Let's see if I can do it on this last breath here. So breathing into the nose. And then long exhale. Oh, so close yet so far. Let's bring the left leg back to center. Let's just lie here on our backs for a second. Don't close your eyes. Gently look up at your ceiling, connecting with the back half of your body against your mat. Okay, we're going to step in a second, but still lie here. We're going to do a calf stretch before we do our closing sequence. So if you want, you can use the weight of one of your legs to bring yourself up. I know I said calf stretch, but really what I meant was a spine twist. So left leg extends out in front of you. Plant your right foot in the outside part of your left knee and rotate your torso to the right. Okay, press your left elbow into your right knee. Give yourself, allow you to twist a little bit further. That right palm or right fingertip is planted. It's pushing to the ground to extend your spine up even more. Oof. And let's unwind. Extend the right foot out. Left foot's planted. Right elbow is pressed into the left knee. Right or left palm is planted at the base of your spine. And we're turning the chin to the left. Oof. All right. And let's twist back to center. Okay. Get your left leg out. Let's sit on our heels. Getting ready for child's pose. Knees are as wide as your mat. Take a deep breath into the nose. And then as you breathe out, come forward into child's pose, resting your forearms and palms on the mat. Resting your head on the mat. Settle with your breath. And think about everything you've done today or have done recently. See how your body feels. Taking this moment to thank it for everything it's done, everything it is doing, everything it will do, everything you ask of it. And let's breathe into the nose. And as you breathe out, come forward out of child's pose and rotate onto your back. Oh, come into corpse pose. Arms are at your sides. You can close your eyes here. And just scan your body, see how it feels. Okay, I won't say anything for a minute. Starting in 3, 2, 1. About a minute. Reach the arms up above you. Point the toes to the bottom. Very nice morning stretch. I can yawn. Ugh. We'll do whatever it is you do before you get out of bed. Ugh. Then rotate onto your side and rest your head and face on your hands. Just take this moment for yourself. All right, whichever arm is on top, plant that palm on the mat and push yourself back up to a sitting position. Cross leg position, legs can be out, doesn't really matter. I'm gonna take a quick drink of water. All right, let's do 3 audible breaths. So lengthen your spine and close your eyes if that's comfortable. Let's breathe in through the nose and breathe out with some sound. All right, number two, let's breathe into the nose and breathe out some sound. All right, last one. Let's breathe into the nose and breathe out with some sound. Let's bring our hands to namaste at our hearts. You may repeat after me. May you have clear and kind intentions. Let's raise our hands to our foreheads. May you have clear and kind thoughts. Bring your hands down to your lips. May you have clear and kind communications. And then returning our hands to our hearts. And as always, the light in me celebrates and honors the light in you. Namaste, my friends.
Thank you, Joseph. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Lisa. Oh,
Yes. Oh, that was a swift hour.
right.
Okay.
All right. Have a good week.
Thank you. You too. Happy
Oh,
birthday. See ya.
until next time.
Until next time. Okay. Bye.